Hi, welcome back to our channel, Investigating Film for Dummies. I'm the dummy. I'm Genevieve
I'm
in
Gary,
Carlsbad.
in Chiang Mai, Thailand.
And today we're going to be talking about Prey I
Right.
think it was on Netflix, right?
It
Netflix?
was on Hulu,
Oh, Hulu. Sorry,
Hulu,
Netflix. I'm sorry, Hulu. Hulu.
and they're putting
So,
it on
um,
some odd streaming service here in Thailand, but I watched it on Hulu, so on my phone, through my phone, yeah.
so tell me about the first time you saw was it
Predator.
Prey? Predator. See, I'm the dummy. I don't even know it's related to something.
Predator. It's a long movies that stretch all the way back to the 80s with Arnold Schwarzenegger as the what they starts out as the which I think also was inspired by Alien, of course. So it's basically in the Alien universe of things
Mhm.
because eventually they even make Predator versus Alien comic books, movies, etc. So uh, Predator it's basically about a bunch of macho guys, a bunch of military operatives who jumped into like some jungle in the middle of South America or Central America, and they're there to investigate something that's going on, and it turns out to be this predator thing, who 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 proceeds to like massacre all the macho guys, and then finally the last guy left, of course, is our friend Arnold, and he has to learn to think, which is the interesting part is that which ties into Prey, he has to learn how to outsmart the predator because he can't beat him in a stand-up fight. It's impossible,
Mhm.
right? So he has to learn to outthink him, and I think that
And
really
you said you
ties.
wouldn't.
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I keep interrupting you. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I said that ties in really into the theme of Prey with
Mhm.
with the Native American Native. I almost said it. The Native American girl, um, you know, who's actually an awesome, amazing hunter, but of course she's not all brawn and muscle, and to stand up against this horrible, basically monster from outer space who just enjoys hunting. So from the time of Predator in the 80s to this movie now, there have been a whole stretch of films with the
Mhm.
Predator.
I mean, I
And
have seen them. I've seen them and I did enjoy them. I haven't seen them in a long time, but
yeah,
again, I
yeah.
think that's
And
related.
again, there's mostly it's like an ensemble group of like Bullet Train. It's an ensemble group of actors, you know, um, versus the Predator, and then each one
Mhm.
gets snuffed out, right? As you find out which one's going to be kind of like Alien. That was the whole Alien idea. Is you get these group of actors or characters rather, and and then in Alien you didn't know who was going to survive the original movie, right? And this one you kind of know who's going to survive. Now this becomes such a trope with the female you know lead being the action hero that it'd be kind of odd that she didn't survive, right? In this
Right.
case, I'm not going to give anything away. Yeah, spoiler alert.
She's stunning. I mean, if there's going to be a star there, I mean, don't see how she won't
And
go
what
on
is
to do really great things.
right? What's her name again? She's
I don't
Comanche,
know. I don't,
she's
what is it?
Comanche.
Oh,
Comanche.
okay.
She said that when she interviewed, well, these guys are supposed to be Comanches, right? Probably the most fearsome, plains warriors that ever lived, along with the Sioux. Um, they she interviewed in Comanche and English, or,
Wow.
or did her audition in Comanche and English.
It's
And
awesome.
what's her name again? Under
I don't know her name. I didn't look it up. I didn't look up any of the people actually for
Yeah,
this.
they're all very new. Uh, but anyway, yeah, she's fantastic. Uh,
Yeah.
and it was
Her
again,
brother is great too.
oh, the guy who played the brother, and yeah, it kind of loses the yeah, because usually the trope of these movies is that they get running out of time. Um, the trope of these movies is that you get this group of characters, a bunch of macho guys who are very very tough girl, and they go in and try to confront this predator or the alien, right? In this case, she's kind of separated from her group in a way because of her being a female
Or
and
gender. Yeah.
her gender and wanting to be a hunter, and it kind of like keeps her separate from the rest of the group, and which becomes a whole story unto itself.
Right. That was great. Since we're running out of time, tell me the story of you went and saw Predator with my older George.
With George, yeah, back in the 80s when it first came out. All I remember is we had no clue. We just know Schwarzenegger was in it. And it was a movie called Predator. It looks fun, it looks interesting. So we went on a Friday night, I think, opening night. Very few people. I was surprised. It wasn't a big turnout for that movie. And we thought we had some in these old box theaters from the old days, from the old I guess you call those shopping mall theaters, where they had about 6 or 7. And they still have them, of course, but they're just not as nice as they are today. And so you go in, and we found these fantastic seats, like near the front row, and we thought they were fantastic. And then the biggest guy we have ever seen in our lives comes in, and he sits directly in front of us. I mean, the guy was so huge that we couldn't even see. I mean, literally couldn't see over his head, which just seems impossible. But he was that big, just gigantic. So we just, he was the Predator. And so we just moved to the other side we had to move to the other side of the aisle so we could see, because this guy was so big. And that was the night we saw Predator, right? I still remember that huge guy. And, and of course then it became a bit of a classic. It's now been remade or been, the sequels or whatever, prequels, and God knows all the different variations of Predator have come out now.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there'll be more.
This would be the prequel, correct?
This would be a prequel. They said the one blurb I read says the first time it came to Earth, but I'm sure it's come many times before that. I mean, I would like to see predators coming down and either in the dinosaur world or in the Jurassic Park universe, and hunting dinosaurs, right?
No.
Oh, that's what I said. I would like that. I'm not saying that I'm a producer who's going to make that movie. I'm just saying I would like it. And they might have already
far-reaching.
put it in comic books already, so I don't know.
But I enjoyed it. It was a good film to watch at home, and I did watch it like in a couple sittings, but it was good.
Yeah, I think I watched it straight through. I think I liked it that much. So anyway, that's as much as I have to share.
Sounds good. So yes, good film to watch at home. We recommend it.
Good movie though. Yeah, good movie.